Good morning, students, again. So the very first problem here we going to discuss is, I am just reading the problem, just listen it. A straight line CD, 80 mm long, 80 mm long, has its end C 10 mm in front of VP and 20 mm above HP. The line is 45 degree to VP. Complete the projections when D is 60 mm above HP. Find the inclination to HP. So this problem is of double inclination case. Let me to write down the given data first. Thereafter we will discuss how to solve this problem. And once again I will recall about the double inclination case in the straight lines. So the straight line name here is CD. And this problem is in your problem set in the second one. A straight line CD 80 mm long. Its original length is 80 mm and it has its end C 10 mm in front of VP. 10 mm in front of VP and 20 mm above HP. 20 mm above HP. The line is 45 degree to VP. The line is 45 degree to VP. So the notation here we need to use is phi. The inclination with respect to the VP can be notated by the term phi. So the phi value here is 45 degree. You need to complete the projections when the end D is 60 mm above HP. The end D is 60 mm above HP. That's it. These are all the given data in this problem. So within that available data, you need to complete the work. And at the end, what you need to provide here is, you need to provide 3 lines in front view, 2 angles, along with 2 angles. And in the top view area also, you need to provide 3 lines and 2 angles. If you look over the basic template in the double inclination case, see here. First, you need to solve the question as a single inclination question. So you can have a true length in front view and its pair top view length. Its true length in front view and top view length along with the angle theta. And thereafter you can solve the question as a one more single inclination problem. True length in the top view TLT along with the inclination phi and its pair front view length. Thereafter, by using that the top view length and the front view length and the locus, you can find out and you can draw the front view and the top view. The front view and the top view. So these are all the various lines in the answer, in the ultimate answer. So once you consider the template, true length in front view, top view length along with the locus, and the true length in the top view with the phi angle and here with the theta angle with the front view length, and the front view length will rotate and give you the original front view and the top view length will rotate and give you the actual top view. And the front view top view can be connected with the projector. So just I combined these 3 things in a single platform. So in this way only you are going to get the answer. So this is the basic template which we obtained in the previous problem also. But now the problem is, instead of having the basic data, some data are hidden and some additional data are openly given in the question. So with that available data and with the knowledge and the basic template, you need to bring out the unknown things here. At the end of the answer, you have to provide 3 lines in the front view and 3 lines in the top view. In the front view, true length line, front view length line, front view. In the top view area, true length line, top view length line and a top view. Once you provide these things, then all the remaining things will be obtained. And in the question, they exclusively asked one more thing. You need to find the inclination of HP. Okay, inclination to HP. The inclination of the line to HP, which is not given in the problem. The inclination of the line with VP only given in the question. The inclination of the line with HP, that is theta. It's asked in the problem to be find out. So you need to find out what is theta. Okay. Let's start one by one. Let me turn up the board. So for our your convenience, you can maintain this basic template in the rough work area. After solving the question, you can wrap it off. Simply, in order to remember the relation between the each lines. So front view true length line, its pair is top view length line. Its true length in front view, its pair is top view length. And again, one more pair is true length in top view. True length in top view with the phi inclination, its pair is front view length line. Here the angle is theta. And finally, the final pair, front view and a top view. And a front view with the xy having angle of inclination alpha, and a top view's inclination with the xy is beta, which we discussed already in the previous class. So by having this basic template in mind, we can bring out the unknown things which are all hidden in the question. First of all, you need to draw the xy line. And then just look the given data area. Which data we can use at first? The locus related data. The locus related data, here we have three data. The end C 20 mm above HP, the end C 10 mm in front of VP. Again, the end D is 60 mm above HP. So these three data can be used first. Okay. So first I can use the C related data. It is 20 mm above HP. Where I can use this data? By using this data, I can draw the locus of C in the front view area, because the distance is given with respect to HP. So you can use it in the front view area. So measure 20 mm above XY. Let me use the different ink. Draw the locus of C in the front view. Front. Right. Then, for your understanding purpose, I am mentioning the term C here, but in your answer, you need not to mention the name of the locus. Okay. And the C is 10 mm in front of VP. So by this data, I can draw the locus of C in the top view area. I need to draw the locus 10 mm below XY, because it is in front of VP. In front of VP can be understood here as below XY. How much below? 10 mm below. This is nothing but locus of C in the top view. So immediately after that, you can mark the particular point. See, it is C dash. And project C dash towards the top view area, and then you can mark the point C. Is it visible? Okay. And then I used these two data, and the next locus related data is the end D is 60 mm above HP. So 60 above HP. How you can use this data? By using this data, you can draw the locus of D in the front view area because the distance is given with respect to HP. So you can use it above XY. How much above? 60 mm above XY you can draw a locus. This is nothing but the locus of D in the front view area. So measure 60 mm in the front view area. And draw the locus of D. So this is nothing but locus of D in the front view area. And what are all the other data given? The line length is given as 80 mm. The true length of the line is openly given as 80 mm and its inclination with a phi is also given as 45 degree. These two data we not yet used. Okay. And just think of how to use these two data. So by using the true length of the line and by using the true inclination of the line with VP, what you can do? Just see here. So this is nothing but the given data, entire given data without using that. So by using the true length and the true inclination with VP, which line here you can draw? True length and true inclination with VP, that is phi. See, yes, that line can be drawn. That line can be drawn. This is nothing but true length line with true inclination with VP. So here in the top view area, you can draw the true length line in the top view with the along with that inclination. So measure 45 mm in top view area. From this point, you are going to draw the 80 mm length line with the length of the line with the true inclination phi. You can draw a line here. Measure 45 degree. And with the given length, first you can draw the true length line in the top view area. So we need to draw 6 lines. At the end, you have to provide 6 lines in this answer area. We just started with the first line. Yes, I am considering this line length is 80 mm. Okay, just an approximate only. It's not exactly 80 mm. With some length I draw. And that inclination is nothing but given in the question as 45 degree. 45 degree. And this end is not actually D, small letter D. It's a not the final top view. So you can name it as D1. D1. Immediately you need to draw the projector and the locus for that. And this is nothing but locus of D in the top view. Now I used all the data given in the question. Thereafter we need to think how to bring out all the remaining 5 lines and 3 angles. Okay. Any idea? Immediately one thing will strike in your mind. I am having D1. Where to mark its pair? D1 dash. D1 dash. For that, just refer our basic template. Who is the pair for the true length line in the top view? See here, this is what nothing but we drawn here. Okay, this is we drawn exactly. So who is the pair for this true length in top view line? Front view length line is the pair. So Finding D1 dash is nothing but you are obtaining the front view length line in the front view area. So D1 dash is here. So D1 is here. D1 dash should be marked in the projector of D1. And where to mark? In this point. In this point. That point is nothing but D1 dash. So the C dash D1 dash is nothing but your front view length line. Front view length line. Here it is. The pair of the true length in top view. It's your front view length line. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. And what you can do further? See, you have the true length of the line. You have the true length of the line. But you don't have the inclination of the line with respect to the HP. With respect to HP. So, and what you are already having? You are having the locus of D. You are having the locus of D. So, by using the true length, 80 mm loaded in your campus, if you cut one arc in the locus of D, then you can draw the true length line and you can measure the angle also. Generally, what we are actually doing is, by using the true length and a true inclination, we can draw a line. After that, we can draw the locus. But here already the locus is here. You have the true length. So without having the true inclination, you can complete drawing the particular line. After that, you can measure the angle. Okay, this is what the point here. So let me to note the true length in my canvas. So the true length can be measured from here. So with the C dash as a center, I just cut an arc in the locus of D. Then I can connect it . This is nothing but D2 dash. D2 dash. And this is your true length line. And here automatically the angle theta will bound. You need to measure it. You need to measure it. In the board, I am getting the theta as 44 degree. But in your paper, your answer may vary because you are going to use the exact dimensions. So your answer may vary. Don't compare the answer what I am obtaining in the board with your actual work in your paper. Immediately after marking D2 dash, you can draw its projector. Projector. And this is your true length in front view. That line. True length in front view with theta inclination. Who is the pair for that? Top view length line. Where to mark the D2? The point D2 is just to follow the projector of D2, and here you can mark the point D2. The point D2. And C D2 is nothing but your top view length line. Okay, top view length line. Now I am having the top view length line and the front view length line C dash D1 dash is already obtained. So by using these two, you can draw the final top view and the final front view by using the canvas. So I just made C dash as center in my compass and D1 dash as radius. This is nothing but the front view length. When you rotate it, you can cut an arc in the locus of D and you can mark the final point D dash. D dash. Immediately you can draw the projector for that. and now I can connect C dash D dash, which is my final front view. Final front. This C dash D dash is my final front view, and here you can note one more, listen one more point. In order to find the top view, in order to draw the top view, you can make your compass center at C and load the compass with the radius CD2. And if you rotate this towards the locus of D, you can cut one arc in the locus of D and you can connect. This is one way. Another way is, already we are provided with the projector of D dash. Projector of D dash. Definitely the point D will obtained in the projector of D dash. The projector of D dash is intersecting with the locus of D at this point. At this point. So directly you can mark the point D here. Mark the point D here, and you can connect C and D, which is your top view. If you follow the arc method, there also the arc will end up with the point D. You can check it with your exact dimension answer. I don't know here this will time. Yes, I am getting. See here. However, I am following the arc method. Now also you can connect with the point D. So two possible ways are here. By using the projector of D dash, you can locate the point D. Otherwise, by using the top view length C D2 and arc it from the D towards the locus of D, now also you will reach the same point to mark the point D. So in this way, you can obtain. See here, we are in the end. We provided 6 lines and 4 angles in the answer. In the front view area, I am having true length in front view along with the angle theta, and the front view length line, which is C dash D1 dash, and the final front view C dash D dash. In the top view area, the true length line in the top view C D1 with the 80 mm length and 45 degree inclination to VP, and top view length line C D2, and finally the top view C D. So all the 3 lines are provided, and the 4 angles are nothing but the theta and phi, and the angle of inclination between the front view and your XY is nothing but alpha. It is not at all asked in the question, so I am not going to measure it and mention it. In case of need, you can consider it. No problem. It's better to always having idea on the alpha value. Just measure it. You can mark. Nothing is wrong. However, it is not asked in the question. You can measure and mark it. In my work, it's actually 78 degree. 78 degree. In your paper, the value may vary. And the angle of inclination between the top view and the XY. It's nothing but beta. Its value is 87 degree for me. 87 degree for me. The values may vary with your actual sketch. Okay. So don't compare your, always I am saying that don't compare your answers in the paper with the answers I am obtaining in the board. These things are completely approximate and a fact only. Just look for the concept in which way I am solving the question. Okay. So this is what the answer for this problem. The answer of the previous question and the present question looks very similar. So the elements what are all present in the present previous question are the same in the current question also. We are having 6 lines and 4 angles, and the template also looking the same. The template never changed. Template is nothing but front view true length having pair top view length, top view true length having pair as front view length, front view and a top view. So this template never changed in any double inclination problem of straight lines. Based on the angle, based on the length of the line, based on the location of various points, the view may be changed. The view may be changed, but the template will be same for all the questions. Let me draw above the board.